Hello, and welcome back to Purchase Presents. I'm your host, Vanessa Lewis. We have a great show for you today. On Vogue at Purchase, Jaden talks to Purchase students about the Shein controversy. Shay looks at the culture shock lineup and tell us how you feel about it. After that, we'll hear a performance from Lewis, a conservatory student who plays the horn. Then, we have a brand new spotlight with Oliver, a multi-talented theater and performance major who has an ambitious senior project on the way. Then, we'll hear a poem from Alexander Hunting. Now, if you've ever spent any time on TikTok or Instagram, you've probably seen a Shein haul. Shein is the #1 clothing manufacturer in the world. However, cheap prices and a variety of sizes come at a cost. Shein puts 6.3 million tons of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere every year. The watchdog organization Public Eye filed a report claiming that Shein set up informal factories, which is a violation of the Chinese labor laws. Despite the controversies, people are still buying from Shein. In Vogue at Purchase, Jaden asks Purchase students what they think.
Hi, my name is Jaden DeRay, and this is Vogue at Purchase. Today, we're going over fast fashion. We're talking about Shein, and we're going to be asking the students their thoughts on it. Do you know about Shein fashion?
Yeah, my ex would always buy from there.
I like Shein a lot. I think it has good quality clothing for very low prices, and I think it's very affordable.
I've not heard really anything about it. I just know they make decently cheap clothes.
Do you know about Shein fashion?
Yeah,
Based off the reaction, what's your thoughts on Shein fashion?
definitely is a big contributor to fast fashion, which is a big contributor to climate change.
Even if it is cheap and all that stuff, definitely you should be more considerate. I haven't heard about the carbon emissions that fast fashion actually gives out, but that's something I should probably look up a little bit more on.
Have you heard about some of the controversies going on with the carbon emissions they're letting out?
A little bit of things about like them stealing from artists or something like that.
Really? That's new for me.
I think that they're good if you are broke and you need to get like cute clothes, but it's not really ethical because they're kind of just selling clothes for cheap and putting people to labor, especially underage children.
So I don't shop there, but I know a lot about the controversy with like the child labor laws and all of that.
When I hear about a child clothing manufacturer that I haven't heard of, I'm just like, oh yeah, no, that's probably child labor.
Any thoughts on the Shein hauls that's going on? Like, people buying a bunch of clothes at once?
Yeah, I think it's just like kind of shitty because you're just like investing in a company that obviously doesn't care about you and doesn't care about its workers and how their products are being created.
I feel like if you have all that money, you can just get better quality stuff. Like, you don't have to go all out on like $2 shirts. You could buy something from a different brand that makes it in a different way. I don't know.
Yes, of course, let's go.
I totally don't know these guys. They definitely don't work with me at the studio.
So what are you guys asking people about?
Oh, we're doing Shein fashion.
Shein fashion?
Ew.
Yeah.
I try to go thrifting more so now. I don't really try to buy from like huge brands anymore.
I mean, it's cheap, so at the end
It's
of
cheap.
the day.
Do you know about the carbon emissions going on? It's like a lot.
Yeah, maybe they should stop doing that and like heating up the earth. That would be nice. I kind of want to stay like not underwater,
Not underwater?
Yeah.
You know what? Like, the earth is ending anyway, so I might as well look cute.
Do you have opinions on Vogue? I like that. I like that.
Shein, I will find you.
This is mine.
The CEO of Shein,
Can I borrow it?
by you exploiting all those people, all that karma is gonna get back to you.
I got this still. Most students here don't like Shein. Bernie here likes Shein and likes carbon emissions. Thank you for tuning in for Vogue at Purchase, and we'll see you for the next one.
Thank you, Jaden. It's good to know that some students will choose the environment over fast fashion. If you don't want jeans that feel like paper, I think we can agree that shopping ethically is our best bet. As my mom would say, you get what you pay for. Purchase's 2-day music festival, Culture Shock, is right around the corner. This year's theme is Mythical Beasts and Beauties. In this segment, we give the community the mic and ask them to tell us how you feel about it.
Welcome back to Tell Us How You Feel About It. In today's segment, I'll talk to students on their opinion of the upcoming culture shock.
I don't really know a lot of people, but I'm excited for Jungle Pussy. Yeah, I think that's like one of the only people I know from the lineup, but I'm excited for that.
I don't know a whole lot of people, but I recognize some names, so I'm excited about that. I know there's another artist coming back, Jungle Pussy, right? Yeah, I heard she's a lot of fun performing, so I'm excited for that.
Kind of disappointing, because I don't really go to the performances, but I know a lot of people were disappointed. The only person I really knew on the lineup was Laundry Day, and I listened to their music because I know that they had one of their songs on My Block, so that's like the only reason I know them. But other than that, like, it's kind of underwhelming to me.
I think it can be improved by, well, honestly, last year, it was really just like the weather that kind of fucked everything up. So like good weather, hopefully, and I don't know, just like good energy, safeness, stuff like that, yeah.
Maybe having more artists of like different genres, because based on what I've heard, it feels like all of the Culture Shock artists are like kind of like in similar genres, but I think like being able to cater to everyone, you know, have more like pop or rap, R&B, alternative rock, just like so everybody has a variety of like genres they're into.
Heard of Laundry Day. That's really the only band I know. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm unable to make it on Friday, but depending on how that went and the climate on that, I guess I'd try to go Saturday.
I saw it in the promo thing they posted for the stew that there was like a mythical beast and creatures thing, but I'm kind of confused. Like, I don't know if we're supposed to dress up as mythical creatures or that's just kind of like the vibe. I don't know. That was kind of unclear, but yeah, I know it's like mythical beast and stuff.
I don't know about the performances, but I do want to go to the food trucks and stuff because I went last year, so I'm looking forward to that.
I am pretty excited. I'm excited for Jungle Pussy and Talia Goddess. I don't know everyone else, but I'm excited to hear new music and just like have a good send-off, you know, so. Yeah.
No matter what happens on the day of Culture Shock, don't forget to tell us how you feel about it.
We're happy to have Luis Montestioca in the studio with us today. Luis is a conservatory student who plays the horn. So how are you doing today, Luis?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right. So what are you playing for us today?
I'll be playing a little bit of Mozart's Second Horn Concerto, which I'm playing next Saturday in my recital.
Okay. How long have you been playing?
I've been, I guess, truly playing since around, I would like to say 2017, 2018.
Okay. And what got you started playing the horn?
So I went to my high school and, you know, I just went there for normal stuff, no music knowledge or anything. And I took a art credit class of music, and I was introduced to the French horn, and we did the basics like buzzing and playing just like hot cross buns and, you know, music like that, easy stuff. And then, you know, just throughout the years, I was offered to go to orchestras and play in bands and stuff like that, and I really grabbed a true love for orchestral music and the French horn itself.
Right. It's cool that you're now here at Purchase playing the horn and that it's gotten you this far. All right, so we're excited to have you play for us today. Here is Luis Montestioca playing an excerpt of Mozart's Second Horn Concerto. Thanks, Lewis. That was a beautiful piece. Can't wait to see what you do next. Now, on to our next topic. Summer vacation is less than a month away. For those returning to campus, this also means housing requests are due. But can Purchase's housing meet students' hopes? Bernie takes to the street to get your opinions from alumni to way back.
Hi everyone, it's Bernie back on the streets, and I'm here today to ask people about housing because I'm not very happy with my situation and I bet most of you aren't, so let's go. Hi, can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, sure. Let me pause my music.
But what are you listening to?
What am I listening to? I'm listening to No Letting Go by Wayne Wonder.
Okay, cute. You chose to live with an RA?
Yeah,
Why?
because it made housing super easy.
Okay, but still, like, now you can't do anything in your room.
No one has to know.
Okay, what are you doing in your room? Why so stinky about it?
Well, you know, just...
So where are you living next year?
I'm living in Alumni.
With who?
Strangers.
Who do you want to live with next year?
You.
What a surprise! What?
Yo, how's it going, man?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
This is like a first.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Bernie on the street?
Yeah, is this Vogue?
I mean, it could definitely be better, you know, but it's a freshman dorm. I'm not hoping to.
How would you improve it?
How would I improve it? I mean, you can't improve something that's so bad already.
I mean, do you have your own bathroom at least?
No.
And are the communal bathrooms clean?
No.
What's your favorite rooming activity to do together?
We just got finished watching a documentary, so we like watching shows and stuff together. Yeah.
What documentary?
It was a Kevin Hart documentary, Don't F This Up.
Yeah,
I don't know if I was supposed to curse, but yeah.
You watched a Kevin Hart documentary?
Yes. I love it.
interesting. I think building 4 or 3, I'm not really sure.
Oh, in the old.
No, in alumni.
You're going to alumni? Damn! That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. You got your own laundry little thingy too?
Yeah, it's gonna be so much easier.
Yeah, so your clothes don't have to be dirty anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a stain right there. Thank you. All right, everybody. It looks like everyone is pretty unhappy with housing on campus, especially this guy over here who doesn't even...
I love it so much, I don't even live here anymore.
Right. So, you know, good luck with everyone selecting housing. Good luck with everyone next year in housing. And pray for us.
Pray for us.
Bye. See you next time on the streets.
Have a good one.
It's the time of year again when students are showing off their senior projects. But in a sea of creative work, one student stands out. Oliver Copeland is the director, co-writer, and set designer for Rambling Rogers Performance Jamboree. Today on Spotlight, we join Oliver to go over his creative process.
If I were to pitch this show to someone, I would talk about how it takes place outdoors. It's a one act, it's a very quick play, just about 30 minutes long, and it's a very fun show. It's, I'd say, pretty light. It takes a lot from vaudeville, old performances, like variety shows from the earlier 20th century, and there's lots of things like slapstick, there's magic, fortune telling, live music, things that would have been very synonymous with entertainment at that time. And we sort of wanted to incorporate that into a more contemporary piece.
The colors went. Okay, I guess we have found the colors.
Me and Raquel Willard were the writers of this show. We began the process last spring. It's been an ongoing process ever since.
I've always liked betting on risky horses.
When it comes to the fact that I was very multifaceted in the roles I sort of had for this show, I felt strangely prepared for it in a lot of ways, just because of how I've sort of learned to operate in my particular major at Purchase, which is the theater and performance BA. The way the program is sort of encourages people to figure a lot of stuff out on their own and kind of switch between these roles all the time. I mean, it definitely brought a lot of challenges having these different roles. Another thing that I was doing along with acting and writing the show and directing was I had to build and design the set as well. Great, sorry.
For when we actually run it, don't start talking about
A lot of times throughout the process and recently, I was just kicking myself and feeling like, why did I agree? Why did I feel like I had to fill all these roles?
A little far away from your body?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we can do it a couple more times.
The most ridiculous part, though, was definitely acting in a scene and then breaking character and having to jump into being a director and saying, wait, let's do that again. Okay, and then having to jump back into the character. One thing that was really gratifying to see was when you have an idea, you have a vision as a director, and you articulate it to a designer and you try your best to articulate it, and then that designer or that artist is able to bring something to you that is really incredible. It's what you wanted and more, really. And that was definitely the case with a feature of the play that I'm doing is a Forest Demon hand puppet. Seeing the puppet in person just changed my whole view of what the role of this puppet could be in the show. Just seeing its potential as a centerpiece of the performance.
Spell it out. Yeah, this is Dora level shit.
Yeah, when it comes to wanting to strive for this more playful tone, I think that did come out of a lot of the shows that I've seen here, which, they tackle these really intense, heavy topics, and they're oftentimes very hard shows to watch, albeit that they're, promoting a message that needs to be promoted, and it's not just done for the sake of being extravagant, There's a reason for this intense subjects to be talked about. But when it came time for me to think about what kind of a story I wanted to show people and what kind of a story I really wanted to be immersing myself in all the time, knowing I'd be working on it in all these different capacities, I just thought I enjoy all of these sort of more kind of really, like you said, silly parts of entertainment. And why not just have a show like that people can stumble into and that can be very accessible to people? Yeah, I think I definitely felt like that was something I wanted to give people here if they were interested in it.
Well, that was a fun rundown. Now let's finish our show with poetry. Today, we're sharing a piece from Alexander Hunting called Is This How You Suffer?
Is This How You Suffer? By Alexander Hunting. Love doesn't end when somebody leaves. It ends when I can accept that you're not coming back. And how can I do that when you've built an apartment in my soul? How could I do that when I told you I will never let you go? How could I do that when there's stories of us are yet to be told? How could I do that when there's poems of us that I have not written? How am I to endure you becoming a stranger once more? How can I live knowing I'll never be near you like I once had? Your existence weighs on me as the earth does at last. Oh, at last. Is this how you suffer? Love doesn't end when somebody leaves. It ends when I can forget you. And how could I do that when I have a photographic memory whenever it comes to you? How could I forget our first kiss, our first date, our first argument, our last kiss, our last date, our last argument, the last time I said I loved you? I'm cursed with memories of you that I don't believe I can get rid of. And even worse, I'm cursed with memories of you that I don't want to get rid of. Your memory is the boulder that I must carry uphill forever. Oh, Sisyphus, is this how you suffer?
And a great way to send us off. I'm Vanessa Lewis, and thanks for tuning in to Purchase Presents.